a better way. Meditate, 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 don't medicate, medicate, don't medicate. Meditate, 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 don't medicate, medicate, don't medicate. I got thoughts, can't control, got me down, got me low. Rest my mind, rest my soul. When I blow, am I wrong? Let me know. Feels so right to let things go. Don't think twice, this is me, this is how I should be.
Cop another bag today. Cop another bag and smoke today. Cop another bag and smoke today. Cop another bag and
Smoke today. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Khalil.
It's your boy Zay, and this is
Low key for the people.
man.
Man, what's good, y'all? How you doing, man?
You know what I'm saying?
They're not talking to me, but go ahead.
Feeling good right now. Another day, another grind, another dollar.
Hey, man,
As they
I am so tired right now. If you haven't, go ahead and watch our last video. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't
And
forget
share.
to DM us. Hey, share your ideas, what you like, what you dislike. And again, you share something that you dislike, you don't catch these hands, but at least I'll know, you know?
On that note, same thing. Also, share to your friends. Don't be heartless. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be heartless.
Help this channel grow. You know what I'm saying? We just a little seed. We just ready to sprout. You know what I'm saying? And we can't do it without y'all. So help us out.
Straight
Help
up.
us out. Help us out.
Let's get right. All right, Xavier, can you introduce our first topic?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I want to give my shout out to my boy Kedrick for suggesting this topic. But he was he wanted us to talk about about teen depression and how sometimes that our generation we feel like we're being stuck. So I want to ask Khalil his opinion about this topic.
My opinion on it. I do have quite a bit to say. One thing I want to recognize is teen depression is a real thing. For the people who think it's not, or for the people who think it's not a big deal, I was a teenager, I never go through it. It's different for everybody, Where we really get messed up in this world is the comparisons, And, we feel like we got to compare everything, and I get it. I'm kind of the same way with, like, basketball or whatever. But the more we compare ourselves to other people, the more we hurt ourselves, And unless we truly know who we are and we truly can accept who we are, you should not be comparing yourself to anybody, Because you're always going to see the good things in other people and the bad things in yourself. Repeat. I want you to go back 10 seconds and listen to that again.
Because you're always going to see the good things in other people and the bad things in yourself.
But hey,
Rewinds.
where we really get messed up, like, other than comparing ourselves, is we don't count our small wins. Like, we have a lot of small wins that people may not see or that people don't recognize as wins. Like for me, sometimes it's really hard to get up out of my bed in the morning. And it's not because, I'm necessarily like sore, I'm like really tired. I just don't feel like starting a new day, But hey, every day I wake up, I count that as a win. You know why? Because there's someone out there who couldn't get out of bed that day.
That's facts.
That's
facts.
But if you count your small wins. Don't care about everybody else. Just because they don't recognize it as a win does not mean it's not a win.
Yeah.
For a lot of other people, your wins mean nothing, and that's fine. That's fine. You're gonna have those folks who are close to you that's gonna be like, "Yo, man, I'm really proud of you." Because like that's all you really need. You need those few people who stick by you and who are real with you.
Boy, speaking.
Hey,
But
gotcha.
kind of like the same thing he said, man. Just what I'm saying, as a teenager, we shouldn't be too like into our brains or feel like we're stuck. Why? Cause like we still got a whole bunch of life left. We only like 18. Well, we're 17 right now, but
I'm 18. He's 17. He's still a little baby. So
okay, but still, like we all young. We all in that age range of teenage to young adult. And notice it says young adult. That means you're not even an adult yet. So you still got a bunch of life going forward for you. And you still, like, some people are going to college. Some people are, they're starting from the bottom. So why are we worried about trying to be all the way at step number 100 where we have everything we have? Like, at the time we're like 18, 19 years old, that's impossible. I mean, of course, some people can do it. They're like unicorns, for example, but shoot, like, just, don't really push yourself too much to try to be that so early, because you still got a bunch of life to live. You want to enjoy this time where you're young, because then that's when you have all the energy. And when you go through the struggle, when you look back, when you're on let's say you're 30 years old, you look back and you really work hard and you struggle a little bit, you're going to look back when you're 30, you're going to say, like, man, I actually can't do that. And shoot, I don't even know why I was depressed in the first place, because shoot, at the end of the day, I'm still alive, because it's not a given to be alive every day. I hope y'all know that. Like, God doesn't, like, sometimes some people can't, like, wake up, like he said, some people wake up to death. But yeah, just count your blessings, man, and just stay humble, stay pushing, stay grinding, and I promise you, when you get older, you're going to appreciate it, and you're just going to feel it. You're going to find that success some way. You're going to find your way.
One thing else I got to mention is, this for the parents. I don't know if many parents watch this, but parents, there's always a needed pressure you put on your kids, of course. You want them to grow, you want them to be successful, you want them to, stay on their stuff. But there is always a measure. Again, like I said in last video, there's got to be a balance, You want to be hard on your kids, yes, but at the same time, recognize what your kid is doing at the same time. Like, there's kids out there making straight A's, they got jobs, they on their stuff, but the parents, the only thing that they say is like, okay, and you still got more stuff to do. While that is true, recognize what your kid is doing. Because what you're doing, you're, like, what they feel, you're completely disregarding what they're doing, and you're still on what's next. And yes, that is important, but again, it's got to be a balance. Another thing, kids, y'all gotta stay, I wouldn't say you gotta stay on social media, but you gotta have a balance in that too. Yeah. Too much of anything is bad. And if you're constantly on social media, you're constantly gonna see things that you don't have, or lives you think you want, or people that you think you want to be like, And again, it's social media for a reason. It's only what people want you to see. Like, folks keep seeing proposals and folks traveling and cute pictures, but you don't see the arguments they have. You don't see the problems they have. You don't see the bruises. You don't see the snoozes. You don't see none of that, Yeah,
like, we gotta recognize that social media is folks' highlights.
Exactly.
So
highlights. Like when you highlight the text, you're highlighting the important parts, disregarding everything else, Like, yo, and another thing I need to recognize, yes, I know it's very prevalent in today's youth, and even, in past youths, but drugs, everybody. All right, I'm not going to go on my whole spiel about what I think about drugs, but one thing is, can drugs make you feel better? Yes. But that cannot be the only thing that makes you feel better, Yeah. If you're relying on one thing to make you feel better, and when that thing is gone, you're gonna be a nervous wreck,
So what are some things that folks should, like, how do you think teens should, I guess, to feel better, or if they feel down, what should they gravitate towards to?
I know for me, one thing I try, just self-reflection. I say, hey, I look like if I'm having like a really stressed day or whatever, I say, hey, let me stop. What have I done today? And I go through it. Yo, you got up. You ate breakfast. You went to school when you didn't want to. You dealt with people that you didn't want to deal with. You did the work that you didn't want to do. You got home on a smelly bus that you didn't want to be on. You got home, said hello to the people you didn't want to say hello to. And now you finally have a chance to sit down. I want you to congratulate yourself for that, Always celebrate your small wins. Another thing I got to say, reading, strengthen your mind. The more, like, your mind is like a muscle. The more endurance you have, the more strength you'll have to deal with these situations that are really stressful, Like, for me, like, a long time ago, me walking into a restaurant, ordering my own food would give me mad anxiety. Now I do it with no sweat. Like, it's easy, So the more you do things and the more you strengthen your mind, the better things get. So what is one thing you would say to help people, like, to help balance their mental health?
Well, you kind of touched on it, but more like meditating is what you was kind of saying. Like, meditating, basically what you done in the day, meditating about, first of all, just recognize the good things in your life. Always see the positive in everything. Stop seeing the negative. And I feel like when you meditate, that helps you to do that. in a good way. And also not just meditating, but also just trying to find ways to make yourself improve, because we always got time to improve. We always got to improve. So I feel like you focus on the stuff that you can improve on, you get better, and shoot, you see yourself working, you see yourself doing stuff, and that's when you start seeing success. So when people are successful, they're not, well, some of them are depressed, but like, you start feeling that depression going away because you're actually doing something with yourself. So yeah, I feel like meditating and then focusing on what you can improve on can really help somebody who, that's feeling depressed. And also, like, talking to your parents. Like, I know some kids don't really have that connection with their parents, but I promise you, if you can talk to them, they might find favor, they might find mercy, and they can actually help you out. Between that or some friends, you have some close friends. And like I said, don't go just to anybody and trust anybody. Have a close friend that you have known for a while, and that they know you, and they can really help you to, bring you up. Don't go to any friend that will always bring you down. Always go to somebody that will bring you up.
Straight up, y'all. And while we're on the subject of young people, we transition into the next topic. We're ranking the best NBA young cores. Now we're gonna start from our least favorite to our most favorite. All right. Xavier, what you got? Now, this is favorite, y'all. We're not ranking the best. The best is always subjective. So we're going by favorites or our best,
My favorite, number 3 will be the Phoenix Suns little young core with D-Book, DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges, and Cam Johnson. I feel like like I said, they went to the finals last year. I mean, it was very tough. They had to go through a lot of good teams just to get to that point. And the fact that they were up 2-0 with that young core, if they have Chris Paul still, I feel like they can probably do it again this year. Yeah. But D-Book is still going crazy. DeAndre Ayton has really surprised me, because at first, he was kind of in the shadows when he was drafted.
True.
Because he was overshadowed by Trey and Luka. That was the same.
Oh, you talking about in the draft? Yeah. Oh man, folks were clowning the Suns for that pick, clowning.
No, they was clowning for them picking Cam Johnson at 13.
That too. That was also a big one. But nah. Well, and the Kings were picking Marvin Bagley. Goodness, bro. Goodness.
I mean, I feel like Marvin Bagley got some. He still got some time.
I look at Marvin Bagley the same way I look at Ben Simmons. I feel like they both have a lot of potential. But I just feel like they need some better leadership, better training.
Yeah.
I think both the Kings and Philly are great franchises, but neither of them are known for being great trainers or great building on their youth. I think if you put both Marvin Bagley and Ben Simmons on the Heat train their young folks. Y'all didn't know who Duncan Robinson was 3 years ago. Y'all had no idea who Kendrick Nunn was. Bro, these folks coming out of the G League, coming from nowhere. Nobody knowing who these folks are, and them just sprouting, being amazing. My 3 is actually a tie between the Grizzlies and the Hornets. Now, both the Grizzlies and the Hornets have been great this year, with the Grizzlies. John Morant, Dylan Brooks, my boy Desmond Bane, homie Swole, Jaren Jackson Jr. They have a great young team. And then even with the Hornets, who are also on fire right now with LaMelo, Miles Bridges, PJ Washington, I'm forgetting someone else. One of the Martin twins is on there. I always forget which one's on there. But no, they're a great young core. They play really well. They're exciting to watch, and they have really good chemistry.
Yeah, especially for years to come.
For sure. They got some good years to come. All right, what's your 2?
My number 2 is the Boston Celtics with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Robert Williams. I really love the way how Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they're able to collaborate together. Shoot, most of the time they combine it for usually 60. Almost 60 on most nights.
Yeah, just 50 to 60.
50-60 win. And then Robert Williams is a great defensive player.
Yeah, and he grabs them boards. Man, I was playing 2K. Sorry, guys, I'm messing with my nail. I was playing 2K. Man, Robert Williams grabbed 20 rebounds on my guy. I was
granted, it's just 2K.
Yeah, I know it's 2K, but still, he has great defensive ability. Jason Tatum is my favorite small forward in the game. Folks are really clowning on him, oh man, he wouldn't be Kobe so bad. All right, y'all. And I know he's gonna be better than Paul Pierce. Celtics fans, don't at me. And Jaylen Brown, I think he's like...
I don't even think we know Celtics fans like that.
I really don't know any Celtics fans like that.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I like that pick. My number 2 is the Hawks. You know, I'm from the A. We did okay last year. I'm playing. We did great last year.
Okay.
Conference finals. I was just trying to run, but we did great last year. Going to the conference finals,
Yes,
like
sir.
man.
Wait, Trey White?
Exactly. Trey, Kevin Herter, Cam Reddish, even John Collins. Can't forget my boy Nneka Okongwu. A lot of y'all don't know him, but that's the homie. You know, I think they have a great young core. You know, they're getting their defense together. I think that's probably the biggest knock on them. But you know, scoring wise and chemistry wise, they're great. You know, and they're super exciting to watch. Super exciting. Can't wait to my boy. I want them to call up Sharif, but I know practically it's not a great match because you don't want 2 point guards that can't play defense. But hey, I like my boy Sharif too.
Who is the backup? Who's the backup point guard
right now?
Oh, it's what's his name? He was on the Mavericks. I forgot.
On the Mavericks?
He used to be on the Mavericks.
You talking about Trey Burke?
No, not Trey Burke. It's gonna kill me. But anyways, yeah, it's gonna kill me. But yeah, my number 1. He already mentioned it, but it's the Hawks.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Same reason. Trey Young, John Collins, Kevin, Deontay Hunter, Kevin.
Oh, DeAndre Hunter.
That's who you missed. Ooh. And Cam Reddish, man. Cam Reddish been going crazy lately.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, of course, Trey, man. Even with this new rule, Trey has been blossoming.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm glad they installed that new rule. We probably talk about that in episode 3. You should watch it.
Mm-hmm. And also, shoot. Well, my only thing is, I feel like John Collins could score a little bit more, in my honest opinion. And also, he can really score, bro.
He's an off-ball player. He's not a guy, I'm going to get the ball, I'm going to cross between, step back.
I know that. Okay, I know that.
They have to set him up.
Like more like a LaMarcus Aldridge. Could be like a LaMarcus Aldridge.
He is not a post. He's not a post player. He's kind of like. He's kind of like a Blake Griffin. He needs to be set up. Like, you get him in those sets, you get him in transition. That's how he flourishes.
Okay. But anyways, yeah, that's.
If anything, he need to work on his freaking defense. Like, bro.
That's my number 1. You know what I'm saying? Leon Hawks.
My number 1, Phoenix Suns. You know, I think out of all the young groups, you know, they were the most successful, and they were doubted for a lot. You know, like folks, like outside, like before the bubble, like. Folks are talking about, you know, they were bad losing streak. Folks are talking about Devin Booker need to get out of Phoenix.
Oh, yeah, they were saying free Book.
They were trying to advocate to get Book out of there. But now Book got us. I mean even in the bubble he had a squad, but now he got a real squad and they can really go somewhere. My boy Chris Paul, he's like one of my favorite point guards beside Russell Westbrook. Cam Johnson, DeAndre Ayton, even Jay Crowder. I think he's 30 something now. He's not really a young core. But my boy Campaign in the finals, bro.
Yeah.
My boy Campaign was on fire, bro. On
that boy came a long way.
Back to just being a handshake twin with Russell Westbrook, and now he actually getting real minutes on a playoff team. Like,
buckets too.
Man, I was surprised he could shoot like that. I didn't really know he could shoot like that.
I mean, shoot. That's what happens when you actually put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
You actually put in the work, bro.
But y'all guys, we're going to wrap it up now.
Yes, sir.
We're going to read the quote. And now there's a quote you guys can guess. Remember, you guys DM me or him or go to the Loki for the People account on Instagram.
Sir.
DM,
follow us.
Yeah, follow us at Loki for the People. DM us who you think this quote is by, and you can win a prize, $5, Cash App, or whatever you use. Now, here's the quote. When you see them be successful, however small, you say to yourself, wow, and everything becomes possible. Never denigrate to say we will not succeed. Now, Xavier, what is your interpretation of that quote?
Well, basically, what you were saying earlier, count your small wins, always. Mm-hmm. Always count your small wins. Even however small it is, just count it, because it's going to help build you up. It's going to help you push yourself to greater heights, and that's what you need to do. And basically, this person is saying that to not knock on anybody that has a small win, because you never want to bring anybody down. You always want to bring each other up in this life, especially in this world where, it's always more negative than positive nowadays. So you always lift other people up, respect other people for their little wins, and you know what I'm saying. Count your wins as well.
Mm-hmm.
Count your wins.
You know, that's basically what I want to say. But another thing is, don't doubt yourself. Like, don't bring yourself down. You know, I know you mentioned not letting other people bring you down, but don't bring yourself down either.
Yes, sir.
You know, you don't want to be too confident. I know people have told me I'm too confident sometimes, but you want to have a measure of confidence. You know, and you don't want to get to the point where you're your worst enemy. You know, yes, you do not don't get in your own way, y'all. Don't get in your own way. Y'all can do anything y'all put your mind to, which isn't true, but you can do most things that you put your mind to. You know.
But anyways, that's another video, another banger. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
Don't forget to DM us with ideas, dislikes, likes, what you want to see, what you don't want to see, ideas for videos. Hey, anything. If you just want to say what's up, say what's up.
Yes, sir. Also, shout out to my boy Kedrick for giving us that topic. You know what I'm saying? We really appreciate y'all. We still got a lot more topics to get through that other people
a lot.
We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. But keep sending because y'all helping us out. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make the content, and y'all helping us make that content. So
I missed a shout out last video. Shout out to my boy Jalen. You know who he is. Hopefully you watch this and you see it. I mean, he's watched like every episode. Like, I got real homies that be watching. Shout out to my boy Bemnit. Oh, okay. Long story. We're in school, right? We have computers in my automotive class, and so I go to the computer. I was making folks subscribe to my channel. I look, homie already subscribed, and he watched all the videos, bro. Like some real folks. So shout out to my boy Bemnit. Shout out to my boy Jalen. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the love, y'all. But again, this is a wrap. Xavier, what you got to say?
Hey, man. Peace.
He stole my stuff. Peace.
You stole my stuff.
What you mean?
I said it's a wrap till next time.
Oh, I didn't say that. Oh, no, I did say that.
I ain't tripping, man. Hey, cut the video.
Cut the check.